Because you know the reason is this is the only place we own. It doesn't have to be like a dome. No matter what you do, let's give my brother don't you do. Just eat a little as we go. Cause when you worry, you will be like boom. All you need to do is come back home. Because you know the reason why we are brothers and sisters. But the difference is inside. Come back home, let's reconcile. Don't get involved in genocide. There's no time for trap or lesson. We go constructive criticism. This the type of baptism. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are doing or where you are. What we want is come back home. For those of you who are in Guinea, Sierra Leone, La Côte d'Ivoire, Nigeria, and Ghana, and those of you who are in Uganda, come back home. We are one family. We've lived together for so long. Now that everything is over, what we want to do is to join us home. Come back home. Come back home so we can read out the special together. Come back home. Come back home so we can read out the special together. We have played, the game has ended, and who is down there still on Sunday? Don't you think everything is
Sunday
over?
politics.
Gonna ride your new Land
Talk
Rover.
TV Media
Everybody
Network.
win the race.
Welcome to the
Have
show,
to come and
man.
set a new pace. So that
It's a
me you
beautiful
want
day,
to
beautiful
dance.
day.
I
Talk
won't take
TV
you from
Media
your
Network.
face. Let me take you back
Welcome,
home.
welcome to
But
the
don't be
show.
calling on your
Welcome,
phone.
welcome to the show.
I mean,
This is how we do it here in the city of Tulsa as a network, as a broadcast network. It's our weekly recap of political events, unfolding events that have unfolded in Liberia. I hope all my colleagues will join me pretty soon. For those of you in Radio Land, Media Land, Facebook Land, YouTube Land, Twitter Land, whatever land you find yourself in this afternoon or this evening. Welcome to Talk TV Media Network. I'm your man at controls today, Sam Gadu. I'd like to talk about as to what happened in Lofa County By-Senatorial elections this week. Results are out, and to every race, there's a winner. A lot is unfolding since the results were announced by NEC, the National Election Commission's chairman. Others, you know, when you're in a battle, there must be a winner, there must be a loser. And so the problem is accepting the defeat. Or if the fight was even fair. That's another issue. Was the fight fair? So we're here today to discuss that. Was it a good fight politically? If it was, what led to the defeat of the opposition political parties? And if there is a lesson to be learned, what could that lesson be? We'll find out here tonight, this afternoon, at Talk TV Media Network. The statistics are in, the results are in, and a lot of you, our people, are aware of what happened. It was very heated last minute. I wouldn't say it was even competitive because one thing scenario I've been looking at during the election is the opposition parties have been fighting all along among themselves, lawsuits. And to me, I felt like they lost track. They lost focus. And when you lose focus in a fight, if you are fighting and there's a distraction and you look on the side, you're in a fight with someone, there's a distraction, and you look on the other side, your opponent is going to come and punch you. Sometimes, yeah, that's how they get you defeated. That's how they beat you. And so we're here to discuss. The number on the screen will soon be on the screen. We're going to open the lines pretty soon for your viewing, for our callers, those of you who are here in the U.S. and afar to be able to call in and be a part of the show tonight. Call in the number on the screen and be a part of the show. This is Sam Gadu, Talk TV Media Network. A lot of dynamics took place during this course of the election. A lot to learn from the UP side, Joseph Nyamubuakai opposition. A lot to learn from CDC side as well. Because if there is nothing to learn from these elections that just took place in Lofa County, if there's nothing that will prepare you, then I don't think you'll be prepared come 2023. Because Lofa County elections are a clear example of what needs to be done. What needs to be done. So, if the opposition political parties are going to win next year, 2023, they better come together. They better muster their support. Colleagues, wherever you are, you know, I hope I'm not going to be left alone tonight because it seems like I was probably the only one on the right side the other night. So I guess maybe y'all want me to cheer up all by myself. I said politics is like a biscuit. That's why we need to be mindful and careful of politics is like a biscuit because you never know in what direction it's going to break. Right? It's like a biscuit. You hold it up, it could break anywhere. Anywhere. That's politics. And so those of us who are not politicians, we are analysts, statisticians, we can look at situations sometimes and be quiet and just see the direction in which things are heading, things are going. And on top of that, as a network, because we are an independent network, we make sure we balance our reporting, our stories when it comes to politics, when it comes to elections. We don't take sides, but we look at the issues from a very analytical and critical standpoint. That's what we do. Katima has lost, and Jala has won. Kudos. That's all we can say. So far, that's it. If there are any challenges to the results that were pronounced by NEC, we are yet to see that. Those challenges coming up. If those challenges come in, are they going to hold ground? That's another thing. Because every election in every country, other people, opposition parties challenge those elections. But where they stand, the challenge, what evidence do they have? Where are they coming from to be able to challenge those results? It's a very, very slim margin when it comes to the results that came up. And I'll put them, the results pretty soon on the screen for our viewing audience. Let me see where I can find it. Kind of had it uploaded here. Look at that. Let me move this stuff up the screen as well so you can see it better. Look at the results. These are the final results. Let me see if I can remove this other banner as well. There you go. 100%. 100% of results that came in from the election. Others are critiquing the numbers, where these numbers came from. You know, they are questionable. How NEC came up with these results. Someone's going to cry foul. It's typical. But look at it. Look at Jala in the blue. Joseph Bato, Jala. 36.46%. Katima, 35.15%. 22,000 and 21,000. The vote difference is so slim. You know, that's 100%. My thing is, even if you're challenging these results, let me get that off the screen. Even if you are challenging, and I'll bring that back as this discussion goes on. Even if you're challenging these results, there were irregularities. Yes, in most elections there are irregularities, but you got to have your work done. You got to have your ground game going. That's what happened. You got to have your ground game going. Because we learned in most of the polling places, there were no representation for the opposition party. They never had anybody on the ground to represent, to be their eye. How do you expect to win an election when you don't have someone on the ground to monitor the election for you? When you don't want to have someone in your camp and you expect good results? As a result, if you function like that, you're going to be dependent wholly and solely on the National Election Commission results. And who runs the National Election Commission? All of them are appointees of the current government of CDC, George Weah. Right? That's what happens. The NEC appointees are folks that were appointed by the government. What do you expect? The only way you'll be able to hold these people accountable and challenge their results is when you have your own team on the ground. In fact, before NEC could come up with that election, with that announcement, if you have a good ground game going on, you will tally all your sheets and come up and already know who the winner is. But if you sit around waiting for the final results coming, hey, there you have it. There you have it. That's what happens. There you have it. You know, there are a lot of things. Let me see. My colleague out there in FOIA is commenting. He says, Sam, for JMB to take the bandit people to court would be a hard decision for him. Yeah. That's another one. I mean, that's just the traditional aspect of it, because the bandits see the kisses as the uncles. How can your uncle take the nephew to court? Your nephew has won. That's a good point right there. You know, you're going to let your nephew take over? Because nephew's going to call, uncle, let this thing go. Let it go. Don't go to court. No need to fight. You're my uncle. And tradition got to play. So you see, Thomas Fowler and the CDC team, they play it well. They took advantage of the irregularities, because this guy's been on the ground for months now. It almost seems to me like Thomas Fowler was living in Lofa. That's kind of what it looks like. Campaigning, grassroots. And guess what? It pays off. It pays off. What you gonna do? If this system works for them, what do you think is gonna happen come 2023? These guys, are not accountable. There's not a lot of accountability going on. You know, money has been printed, coming in the coffers of the government. They control the entire country coffers and stuff. You can have all the integrity you're gonna have. Believe me. And I'm saying that here on this network. You can have all the integrity. If you don't have the money to fight this political game, you out. You lose. That's the fact. That's the truth. Money is very, very, very significant. Money is very important. Mullah. Mullah works. You know? Mullah's working. It works in Lofa. What character those guys had to win? But money works for them. Because what happens is this. And believe me or not, some of these things, imagine paying a pollster, someone who's watching for you, who's your eye at a polling station, paying them $10. Let's say $10 or $20. 20 US dollars. That's just my projection. Let's say you pay every person $20 to be your eye at a polling station, any polling station. There's poverty at a higher rate in Liberia. Poverty. Some man, some boy, some guy, some lady from the slums, from the villages. You hardly don't see them come to town, but they take advantage because it is the political season. They want to get a little bit of money. And here you are being paid $20. But the opposition or the ruling party comes in. If they want to steal the votes or count or cheat, they're going to ask that guy, call him on the side, hey, how much they paying you? $20. Come on. Sign the tally sheet. Here's $50. Get out of here. See? When the result comes in, what happened? That's what happened. I mean, those are some of the things, irregularities that needs to be looked into. So that the war room, the opposition war room can strategize. This is the time to go back to the drawing board. And if they don't, believe me, I see a second term for George Weah. Because he's not playing. These guys won it a second time. They're going to do whatever they can to get it done, to get it. And if you're going to keep fighting among yourselves or separating and not come together as a coalition, guess what? George Weah, Mane Weah will take it again. That's what I'm talking about. Politics. I don't like politics. That's why government, we bring all the integrity to hold the people accountable, all our politicians and stuff. But it is some crazy game. Politics. It's some crazy games. Those of you watching online and watching the video, my name is Sam Gadu. I Talk TV Media Network. Today is July 2nd, 2022. The year is going and moving very fast. Very fast. You know, July is here. And those of you celebrating your birthdays in July, congratulations. I know so many people celebrating their birthdays in July. And those of you, actually, as a matter of fact, special, Liberian people say, no maya, to my colleague, my brothers, my comrades, who today buried their mother, Jesse, Nathan, Steve, my junior brother, Dennis, Selma, Namaya, you're sorry. We saw it. We watch it. Sorry for the loss of your mother. Our prayers are with you. Our hearts are with you. And I see my colleague back there after the rain beat him all day. Now he still want to talk and show his face on national media. But I will bring you in, bro, right after this show, right after this song. I will bring you right into the show. Let's see who wants to become president. Huh? Let's see who wants to become president.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sonagad Diabo.
While the results are up there.
I'm glad with the great opportunity given me to introduce to you your president.
Who want to become president? Who still want to become president? Bobby Dossett want to become president. President man you see want to become president. Mr. Krede want to become president. Mr. Lala man want to become president. President you will see you. Mr. Roro want to become president. Jego. Now how the president business will be. We suffering for some more. Mr. Lala want to become president. President you see want to become president. Mr. Become president. It can't be one angry. Let me tell you something. When they want to become president with Lala, they will come and say, as the president of the Republic of Liberia, I can't give people
Everybody want to be president, and not you
Praise the
say
best president.
everybody want to be president. You say, Ella,
I'm
let
going
me
to
let me
move
let me
on
move
the
this thing.
steel president.
Yeah, let me stop this. Yeah, come here. Welcome to the show, man. My man over there. How is hold on. Let me get this object check. How are you, man? Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, it's my pleasure being on the show today again.
It's a pleasure, it's a pleasure. How was your day? How's your weekend going so far?
I will bless God, whether good or bad, we should give thanks to Him. We know the bro now the weather is not too good, but
The
we're
weather's not
moving, we're
good.
moving.
This is the time in Liberia. It's called winter season. Always get called to be rain to be rainy. But dry season, you expect it dry to be drying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the rain here, this is the time for the rain to fall. So we expect that. So as it is today being a raining day since this morning. The rain was falling. I think it just gave her a break. But I know tonight because the water is screaming again. So we
Yeah.
thank God because it is nature. You can do it. You can do away with it.
So let's get to business. Let's get to business. What do you make up of this gun election, senatorial election that just took place in Lofa? What do you make up? Just give me your generalized opinion for our viewing audience.
Yeah, thank you very much. When it comes to the this just in the by election in Lufa, there are a lot of things that we're observing, and there are a lot of things that went on. But we can talk all really. We can say everything just like that.
Right.
But NEC have come up with their results, and nobody to question that. Only those who can challenge the results can take exception to that. But nobody else can do all of that. You go to court if you wish to,
You
or you
said
file
nobody can
in.
question. I saw nobody can question that election.
Yeah, when I say nobody can question that, if you are not a stakeholder within the election, you can question it. But once
Right.
you are a stakeholder, that is, you ran and you didn't win, and you felt somehow cheated, that you can use the court proceeding. But once you are not a stakeholder within the just in a by election, you can do nothing. You just stay with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So look at it. Look at it. Let me put it back on the screen. Okay. For your viewing. Let's analyze this thing a little bit. Right here. Um, where are we? The margin here, the vote difference from here, from these two candidates, right here. The vote difference, 22,019 votes and 21,229. The difference is 790 votes. 790. You know, don't you think something happened? Something went wrong somewhere? You got to be
Uh,
objective now.
yeah, I read on Daily Observer. They brought the entire information. I
Right?
think on one of their headlines, we saw UP, that is Katima Kalapa, won the election, but to uttermost surprise, we did not see that. And I read their
You
entire
say you saw that? You
information.
read that in a Daily Observer?
Oh yes, I saw that in the Daily Observer. And
Wow.
then what shocked me is I saw the statistic, right? The statistics that were put up by the Observer. And even on NEG website, NEG begin to
Right?
play with their website. So the problem will come from NEG website because when they started this identical result to release the result,
Yeah. Not to cut you off, I realized that from the net website that even my very self, I was at one point, I was looking at the documentation, the report that was coming in results, but when I go look, everything just went like that, static. I could not upload anything. I could not open the website. The website was just shut down. And then it
yeah,
came
you
up with
see,
something else.
this is a speculation that most people are having, right? Because you have a system. This system is being built, and then you are the controlling body when it comes to electoral process in Liberia. And then telling us that you have a network problem, and then you shut your website down,
That
and
remember, remember that
people then
we call that one technical glitch.
I'm sure if you know the party we take exception to code, they will explain that to the body.
Yeah, because it's typical. It could be true because here in the U.S., companies shut down. I mean, networks shuts down to update their system. You know, and all different things. You never know. Those are the work of the technocrats in a back room.
Yeah,
So
that's
that could be
true.
one reason.
Mr. Sam, that's true. We know one is electronic device normally goes off. Even you yourself have experience that in your studio once. So I know that. But then you will now have figures and other things that you have in on your website, and then later on, because you shut your website down and you put it back on and everything changed. Now you people screenshot a lot of documents on our identical website. So people are going to be
Yeah,
using,
people did. I did.
yeah,
I screenshot some documents too when everything was going on at the same time. And
great.
that's why when you look at the configuration, the numbers, how sometimes they contradict. Plus, what when they updated their system and everything came up, you know, uh, people were holding a neck responsible. But my take is this, right? This is where the opposition party comes in, because if they don't do their ground game, forget it. 2023, the same thing is gonna happen. Because you have to understand, they have to understand their position as an opposition. They have to be formidable. They have to be strong. They have to be financially equipped. All of that. If you're gonna sit there and cry wolf at the end of the day, nothing's gonna come out of it. Because guess what? The court is on. It's been ran by the president. The neck is being ran by the president. All of that. This is a sitting president, and to unseat a sitting president is requires character, integrity, requires money, mullah, money. You see it? You don't have the money. 2023, forget it. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Because these guys,
Yeah, so Uncle Sam,
let me
this
not
is what I
shortchange you. Let me
screenshotted
point out
from.
something out.
This is what I screenshotted from the website of NEC. I saw some contradiction in their result that they released there. You know, I had a format in front of me here. The race. You had a total votes cast to this identical precinct. You have 1,122 votes
Right?
to this identical precinct. You have invalid votes, 45 invalid votes. So if you minus 1,122 votes, then you take 45 invalid votes from that, identical 1,122 votes, you're going to be living with 1,077 votes.
Mm-hmm.
But then, where Jala Joseph Cotto, the independent candidate, in this identical result here, he had a total vote of 1,744. So,
Right.
and then you have total vote to the identical precinct 1,122. So, how possible it is that he will win this identical precinct with 1,744?
And you know the
So,
answer to that.
no, I
Listen
don't
to that.
know.
Listen to this. You know the answer to that.
No.
CDC will tell you, say, go figure it out, because some polling stations never have representatives pulling people to represent, to be the eye for the opposition. What do you expect? They're gonna tell you, go figure it out, right? And even if you have someone at the polling station, if you don't take good care of them or give them a little bit stipend or whatever, they're gonna sell out. That's another way. They're gonna sell out. You see why I'm calling money into a question here? That money is needed, because if they literally have all those 400, let me see, 454 polling places, all those 454 polling places, if they literally had all their observers and representatives, they're fully and satisfied, pay them good per dimes and stuff, this is not going to be happening. It won't be happening, because long before, they will easily challenge it, because the evidence is there. Everybody who's there representing their party will have to sign after the votes are counted, closed at the end of the day, right? So what else going to happen? That's another area. And I also heard that very Kotima, some money was given to him and he couldn't pocket it. He pocket and I mean, unconfirmed for me. That's why, because we're a network, we deal with facts, unconfirmed, that some money was given to him that he couldn't dish out to the guys or find the people to pay. A few thousands of dollars you're gonna raise for your own career and stuff. If that is true, that's all the hindrances. People are not sincere. So now, instead of 9 years being in a house, if you have $5,000-$10,000 and you put in your pocket, you're gonna live on $10,000 for 9 years, maybe a few months, 1 or 2 or 3 months, it's gone, and your mind is already gone. If it is true, so JMB needs to be extremely upset, and he needs to look within. That's what I think, and address issues, because the voters are sitting and looking at all these problems and hurdles and hindrances that are coming towards the opposition. If you can't handle your house, if you can't put your house in order, and what do you expect? People, the common sense there is, you're going to be able to put the government, the country together in order. Those are the things people are looking at.
So,
And
Uncle
sometimes
Sam,
Liberian
this
people are
is
funny, because they will stay and say, I better be with the devil I know than the angel I don't. They know, they see Joe we are. You see the old man, you see Joe we are, man can do it.
Met dancing Buka dance.
Yeah, got that. That's how he relate to the young people. They still like him. They still like it, because you got to find what works for you, and he knows that. These are all the things. And
So,
these little projects. Another issue I literally wanted to touch on is these little projects that George Weah and his party are implementing in his counties that are visible in the eye of the voters. They play a mind. They play in people's mind. Whether you like it or not, that's the fight. They play. If somebody been there for X number of years, and there was not one light pole planted somewhere, but under Joe Weah, at least they got one light that comes one time a month. That's the difference. Um, People think, and that's what's happening. So they're using that as a strategy for 2023. They're gonna say, "We did this. We're doing this. Give us one more time. Everything will finish up. We're doing this. We're doing this." If they say they have done it, where have they done it? What do they have to show?
Uncle Sam, even the opposition to themselves, they're not sincere. Like you rightly said, they give you the sum of $5,000 or $10,000 to run your campaign, and you pocket that money. Allegedly pocket that money. I believe that is you are not being fair to your own destiny in to defeat a certain president. It's not an easy task. I can tell anybody that it's not an easy task. Uh, right now, President Weah is doing something that people are seeing.
Yeah.
You know, right now, if you enter in Foya where, Foya happen to be the tension place
And
in this
predominantly,
identical
and
federal
predominantly
by-election.
young people, because that's another area. The dynamics of voters you got to look at are young people, and it's easy, common sense, to look through the lens and look way back 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago. They won't look. They're looking at now. That is the voting populace that we have right now in Liberia, and this guy is tapping into that. So they got to look at the dynamics, the structure, the voters, those who really get out there, that are motivated for money. The young people, because they're broke,
Hmm.
they want the money. So they will go out if you give them the money. And these guys understand that because they're not accountable.
But
If they were being audited and we see audits coming, audits reports coming up, X amount of money is being printed by the government, X amount of money is being spent monthly or quarterly and all of that, and the country is being able to see that, then you have a sense of direction as in where are the resources going? Where is the money going? And nothing like that. Guess what? I was surprised for me to hear that Thomas Fala is called an ATM machine in Liberia. That means ATM machine, that's the money guy. He travel with money. Where does he get that? Like most people
yeah, but
know, you know, I mean, I'm not here to criticize people, but the reality is, I don't know Thomas Fala that well. I don't. But I look at things from an analytical standpoint. This is before he got in government, he didn't have that much. The man was selling planes. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. But see where he is now. He's taking advantage. See where he is. Look at this. Look. Let me put it up. Look at this. Victory. Look at Thomas Fala. Angela. Look at that.
yeah, Thomas Fala is an influential person. All right, Thomas Fala, he has money, and
No,
he has
it's
been.
not his money. It's the government money. Your money. Taxpayers' money.
Yeah, but there are some, you know. Let me tell you, Uncle
Money
Sam.
that is not being accounted for.
Yes, but Uncle Sam, you can judge a man until you find him guilty. All right, I believe that his money because this guy been in the legislature for almost 10, 15 years from Ellington. The man served under Ellington for 12 years. The only good thing about him, he's investing his money, and I can say that's the right thing because tomorrow when you leave power, you have something to live on. He's investing his money. Thomas Fala have one of the motivated and modern university in Liberia. I think I have to take a photo and send it to you, or the day you come here, then you and I can
Yeah, I
grab it and see.
understand. These guys are having an impact at the expense, and that's why this is where Liberians need to understand and know that this is Liberian money, and these guys, I don't care what they do with this, it's not their personal. Because if any other government takes over, that is so critical are so serious about accountability and audit, going back, all these properties will become government public properties. Can be
Exactly so.
because what's gonna happen? They're gonna bring you under the radar. What you have before you took over, in all the years, how much the government was paying you. You have to prove, because if you are not
Exactly.
making that much money and then you end up building billions and millions of properties and stuff, and it's questionable, highly questionable.
Yes.
So government can repo some of those, become government property. But you have to have
Yes.
a system in place for that. It's not like here in the U.S. You know, this is my take when it comes to governance. I tell people I have lived here to see that well enough. Do not elect poor people in government. If you put someone in government, someone who has not handled $5,000 US or $10,000 US, when they see 30 or 50,000, it will blow their hair or they will go crazy. So you gotta have people with character and dignity. You don't elect poor people in government. Look here in the U.S. When you look at the Senate and the structure of the U.S. Senate or represent, these are millionaires. They got money before they work in government. These are business tycoons. I give you one. Senator Mitt Romney here in Massachusetts. He's a senator. He didn't have to run for Senate. The man got every store in America here. He's a billionaire. Not millionaire, billionaire. He's only running for character, name, for his people. And that kind of man you will bribe, the man got money. You will bribe him. This is why the African governments, not just Liberia, needs to realize that do not elect poor people. And you see what's happening, the dynamics in Liberia? Every poor person, anybody who has a little bit of influence, want to run, become a representative or a senator in that country. That's a problem. Because what? They know if they win, they got 9 years to steal. They got 9 years to get money. They got 9 years to bribe. For people to bribe them. Lebanese want to do business. They're using your offices, they're using your position to bribe. But if I have money, right? If I'm a millionaire, if I have money, there's no way you can bribe me. In fact, I will prosecute you. I will prosecute you for corruption. So that's my take on that, man. People need to and look at what Joe is saying. Look at what Joe is saying. Let me bring it on the screen.
Yeah.
Trying to defend UP in FOIA against CDC, but the fight is hard because we are not feeling the impact of UP on the ground.
Yeah. He has the right to say that because UP is UP is now opposition. So you will not feel the impact of UP. But one thing I can say, Uncle Sam, you talking about electing rich people. We don't have rich people in Liberia.
We do.
We don't have money
People
people
of
in
integrity,
Liberia.
the
Uncle
people that
Sam.
are rich. There are people that got money in our country. There are people that are rich in our country. They have character too.
Uncle Sam, there are people in Liberia who has money, and you even give them that identical position, Uncle Sam. It will still be the same. Country without job. You have a citizen that don't have a job to do. You can use anything to hold them. This is what happening to us in Liberia because there's no job, no NGOs, nothing doing. You found out that even when you drop into the village, you see everybody hanging on you. Oh no, my man, I need something from you. When you are leaving the village, everybody needs something from you. There's no job. You see at the end result, okay, for typical example, you see the outbreak use that I went to go cover this gun time. You saw them. You saw how plenty they were.
Logos. All those guys, the
The
properties,
Zogos.
these are young men, future
Eh,
leaders, vibrant, but the society You know, that's very sad to even see that. And I was very glad that you had to cover that because I kind of watched that throughout. And it's very sad for our young people, the youth
Definitely.
of Liberia, the future leaders of our country. And I hope that the direction in which the government is beginning to move, that it can move in that direction faster enough to help. Because these guys sleep under the bridges, they sleep in graveyards, they sleep in the street, not knowing
Oh
what
yes,
they break, what they will eat. You know, how you
that's the
expect
most.
someone when there is so much poverty in a country like that, right? If someone doesn't have money and you who have it a little bit, you living next door a better life, a little bit trying, guess what? You become a target. You become a target because I don't have it. You know, I'm struggling, I'm sleeping out, and you're sleeping, you're eating good well with your kids and your family. I'm gonna try to break in to steal. That's what's happening. Those are all the things and dynamics people need to look at. That the government, it's incumbent upon the government to provide for its citizens. Liberian people are not beggars. Just provide a means and an avenue for them. They will work for themselves. They will self-sustain themselves. It's that good roads, good roads, the infrastructure, good drinking water, electricity, those basic human services that every human being desire or wants. Once the government is able to provide them, the rest is history. That's why these leaders travel to Western countries like Europe and America and they like what they see here. But then now you're in power. Why can't you implement that when you have all the resources at your disposal? You have all the country resources. All you need to say is do it. Get this done. Get this done. Get this done. The money is there. But the love of country, that, my brother, we must have. The love of country. You got to have the love of the nation at heart. And you say, I must leave a legacy behind for the generations and the generations to see that when they look behind, they say, yeah, once upon a time we had a president named dot dot dot, and he changed the trajectory of the country. Ghana is an example. When you see Ghana's development today, you talk to any Ghanaian or anybody who understands the history of Ghana, guess what? The first name that pop up is J.J. Rawlings, the late Jerry June Rawlings. Because he is the one who sacrificed to change the dynamics, trajectory of that country. The man was president, he used to go in the slum to clean gutters. He meet people working farmers. He stopped. He get out with his soldiers, everybody to work. He prioritized the things that help the people. Agriculture, reduce the dependency on foreign food.
Unless
Liberians can't be sitting there depending every food we eat, every grain of rice we eat got to come from China or Taiwan or Japan.
you know, unlike Liberia, but our own president, when he meet you dancing, he join you to dance because that's the own style. If you let a star, you expect nothing from them but star.
Yeah, but
I'm not
man, that
criticizing
one,
him.
that one, nothing wrong with having fun. Good time
I'm
is
not
good.
no, I'm not criticizing him, but there are people who are star and they're still doing the right thing. But let me come to agriculture where you're discussing. One time I sat down in my closet, I decided that look, to feed ourselves, we can even starve ourselves for 1 or 2 years. We can starve ourselves for 1 or 2 years. Liberia have 4 regions. You got the western region, the northern region, the southern region, and so forth. Now, tax
You can't
every
do that
region.
one. No, Joe. You try that one in the country, they will overthrow you. Any
No,
president, you try to starve Liberia for 1 year, 2 year, you're going out.
Uncle Sam, you are not starving the Liberians. What you doing? They themselves going back to work.
I don't understand what
Now,
you mean. I don't understand
okay,
what you mean. Believe me.
so every region is entitled to produce X amount of food, right? Money is being allotted to your region, and then everybody is being put to work. We cut the importation of food for how many years it take, how many months it take for rest for you to harvest a rice? 6 7 months, right? You, we can do it. Okay, Lofa country, the Lofa region should produce rice. Okay, the sub-Eastern should produce oil. You know, the northern
Right?
part of the bureau should produce cassava. And everything that comes from cassava should be produced in our identical area. Everything when it comes to rice should be produced you know, if you divide everything like that, I can assure you within 1 or 2 years, Uncle Sam, Liberia will be self-sufficient. And agriculture pays a lot. It employ 75% of the population you have in Liberia. How many Liberia don't have that much population that will be struggling for employment? How many population do we have? How many? But those who in position, I don't know the technical know-how is not there or what, or they just want to live the way they want the feel of living. But let me tell you, Uncle Sam, agriculture is the bedrock for every country. Agriculture help to grow every country. Agriculture gave the highest employment. Mind you, for me, I come from a background of agriculture.
Right?
Yes, and I know how it takes. In agriculture, let me tell you, Uncle Sam, we don't have to be importing chicken, fish, and other things. No, all those things we can do it on our own here. We can do everything here. Once the money is there, the budget is there, we can do it, Uncle Sam. But I don't know. Government can, government go. Government can, government go. Just imagine, Uncle Sam, you have an agriculture minister that doesn't have a farm. So tell me, what the agriculture person is doing in our office? You call agriculture minister, you don't even have a cassava farm. You don't have. So you see the problem there, Uncle Sam, that we're facing in Liberia? It's not that our land is fertile. People come here and they see the land. You take the soil, you carry out of country to go and see it. The protest say the soil is very rich. The soil is very rich. But what are we getting from the resource? Poverty. Nothing else but poverty. All right?
Very, very,
So
very interesting.
I believe that people in position should take responsibility, should do the right thing. If you are a minister of agriculture, do the right thing. Create policies. Bring people on board. Nowadays people are doing mechanized farming. But in Liberia, we're still holding work in our hand. We're still passing around with collises. We're still passing around with the OH farming. Why people are on mechanized farming. And once you still using the primitive way of farming, you have nothing to achieve because the hard labor is there. But once you use mechanized farming, you will have a lot to be done.
You know, Jasper, uh, when JMB, when JMB talked about, when they asked him, when you become president, what are your major undertakings that you would take? And he said, roads, roads, roads. It resonated with a lot of people because it made sense. Those of us who are in the Western world, we know road construction, road development, rural, across the country, it booms the country economy. Because I can leave from here today because of good. It's 2,000 plus miles from here where I'm at to New York, but I can find myself tomorrow morning driving to get to New York because the roads are good, except I get tired. If the roads in the country is developed, road construction from Saclay, Lofa, Mendacoma, Grand Coup, Grand Bassa, Nimba, up and down, and it's easy, commerce flows. business flows. If the countryman can take his coal or bitter ball or pineapple in one day time and go sell it to Moria and come back the same day because of good roads, you will see. It booms the country economy. So road is very important. Road construction development in a country, very, very key. And I hope that this government will be able to see that. Because if they haven't seen anything, I mean, JMB has given them one key right there. Roads, roads, roads. Construction. And there's a lot. I tell you, the seditians are happy. And when I was opening the show, I was telling my viewing audience that whenever you have a fight, to every fight, there must be a winner and there must be a loser. And so far, as we stand, there's a loser, there is a winner. But the question here is what you learn when you win, or what do you learn when you lose? Two questions. Both people, you have to answer. What did you do to win that gives you the desired results? Then the question goes, what did you do to lose? What caused you to fail? These are questions that are very significant for our for the opposition party and the winning party. Right? Because it's anyone's game. Now it's like Lofa is up for grabs. It's not like, okay, for JMB or UP party alone.
No.
No, it's not. It's a new generation, and they are speaking. They have spoken. So now you go to the drawing board as to what next? What can we do different? That is the question. What can we do different? Bring the statisticians together. Bring the strategists together in a room and be hard on the critical issues. But yet have common sense and get out. Because they still have time to lobby. They still have time to get solicit support. They still have, one thing they have on their side of the opposition character. You see what's Joseph doing? Over there in Monserrato. The people seen that though. Money, he's seen that, but tomorrow when he's running, anybody kick against him, you think you're gonna win?
No.
You boys understand that. They understand the dynamics as in that's also Dartin Thomas then we have in Liberia. They gotta see it to believe it. So the little project and they're doing around the country, the people seeing it for the Dartin Thomas to see it. Because the argument is, you're going to come tell me to vote for you and you haven't done anything for me to see, to point out to me. What can you point out for me? Point out for me to see. At least I see something.
That's the first thing they're going to ask you.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Look, I'll tell you for one instance, because I haven't been there, but I've been able to see. And this is in 4 years where it became a little bit difficult and hard. People criticize the CDC led government by headed by Thomas Fowler for that little paved quota road they put over there. I don't even know where it stopped. They said, it's just back of cement, that quota there, you call quota there, that cement. But nobody has ever done that. And these people, and then you're criticizing that you're standing on the quota, the same quota the man feel you're standing on it, you're criticizing. You see the point?
To be frank, CDC, they have done well, really, when it comes to Foya District. I don't see what extra.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, but Uncle Sam, I hear from Foya, and I know.
That's your own opinion. It's not the opinion of this network because this network is independent. But that opinion that you're giving to CDC, that's your opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion. And then, for what I'm seeing, they are doing a great job. Same if Foya was funded, Foya has never experienced any cement quota before. So, in the structure they are putting on in Lofa, most especially in Foya, it must be commendable. They are doing well. But the people in Lofa, according to the result, they have decided
And based
until
on this result, we got to give it to them. I mean, I got to play the people's song back so we can take leave of it.
yeah, but you have to because we are not here to hold somebody accountable for anything they didn't do to now win the election. They level them, so we are not charged with that responsibility. Yeah, so we only
Yeah,
have to say the
we
right
got
thing.
to, they won as far as we know right now. And when someone win, you got to cheer them up. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And
until
the thing is, I think we all won because is our Jala is our nephew.
Jara is a Lufian.
Jala, the honorable Boake nephew, and honorable Boake cannot take his nephew to court.
We have to see that.
I'm telling
You
you,
know,
he will not take his nephew to court. You know, so so far proper agenda. It look like working for them. Let play for them. I mean,
yeah, that's play.
give me your parting words, man. This is Sam. So I can close up with the show.
Yeah, thank you very much for being on the show today again. I want to say to both the opposition and the imposition, Councillor Jala and that of Katima, Lufa is all we have. Let's work together to build Lufa. Let Lufa be our one common denominator. Whoever wins, Lufa wins. Whoever won, Lufa won. We are one. Just politics should not divide us. Let us remain united and stand for development. Thank you once again for being on the show today
And
again.
folks, there you have it. There you have it. That's how we're gonna roll tonight. This is Talk TV Media Network. You can find us on this platform: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, um, Instagram. On the website, visit us, follow us, like us, share the comments, share us. Be a part of a noble network. We bring you information free, fair, and balanced. Yeah, we are not an entity that belongs to any political party. We're an independent network. So we'll bring you our thoughts free. And this platform is here to discuss issues that concern society. So if you think or you feel you have something that will benefit society, period, a nation, consult us, contact us. We'll find time for you to come on the show. Your thoughts and your ideas, let the people hear. This is where we bring you politics every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time, which is around 6 Liberian time. Sunday tomorrow, 2 o'clock p.m. We'll be here, relationship and marriage. How you can find your girlfriend? How you can find your boyfriend? How you can know someone is a marriage material? Yeah. Hey, you see, Talk TV Media will bring you important stuff. Because these days, you meet somebody that just want you for wanting you sick. They just want spoil. They just want to know you. They've gone somewhere else. But Talk TV Media will dissect. I have a team, season, that will be here tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. 2 o'clock here will be 7 o'clock in Liberia. Right?
Yeah.
7 Liberian time. So save it on your calendar, be a part of the show. And Wednesdays, we'll bring you business. Thursdays, we'll bring you health. Talk TV Media Network. To those who are celebrating their birthdays again, we say happy birthday to you. My bestie now. Hey, my bestie birthday. Two besties, two of my besties' birthday were just back to back. Jelada. La première c'est Jelada. Baby E. Deborah. I got a spoiler on it network now. And I probably would have spoiled you more if I were in LRB. And I got another bestie birthday coming pretty soon. So, happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthdays, and also those who have lost their loved ones. I heard a good friend of mine, a brother who once taught me, and a brother, Joseph KB Faya, left us yesterday. Our condolences from this network to the entire family of Joseph KB Faya. Joseph left us. He left a mark indelible in many of our hearts and minds. And so we use this medium to say sorry. Joe, wherever you are, you know how we roll. We love you. Rest in peace. Jesse, Dennis, Nathan, Steve, Selma, and all the grandchildren that buried their mom today. Sorry to you guys. Our hearts are with you as well. Take courage. Because Mama died in the Lord. That means she's in a better place, watching down on you all. This is how we take a look. Take leave of the show. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at 2. But this piece is for CDC. So let them have it. Because they want. Until then, I do what I do. Do what God wants you to do.
Let us live the life the way we want to. Why I always like to be the frazzle. You're not got to judge the life we live in. I'm living my propo life. Yeah, propo. I'm living my propo life. Propo. I'm living my propo life. Propo. Let me